Hello and welcome. Today I want to talk about cat nine tails as part of my native fire videos. These videos don't just show you what's best to use to start a fire. They also show you what not to use, as in this case with a cat nine tail. This is the fluff that comes off top of cat nine tail. It hasn't gone to seed yet. And it can be used in, the cat nine tail can be used in many fashions. I got them written down so I won't forget them. The leaves can be used as cordage. You have to dry it before or after you make your rope in order to be strong. But it has to, the cordage has to be dried. You can use the tubers, the rhizome, to eat, to boil. They work best when boiled. They are very starchy. And that's another good point about the rhizome. In the woods, it's hard to make bread. Because why? You don't have starch. It's hard to get starch. Well, if you want to make some bread out in the wild, you use the rhizome or the tubers of the cat nine tail. They have to be washed in a bowl of water repeatedly, over and over again. So all that water in your bowl gets saturated with the starch. It can be used as a numbing agent. I'm going to tell you guys right now, do your own research. Self-knowledge is a hell of a lot better than what I'm going to give you or anybody else on YouTube is going to give you. Because you'll know for a fact that it's safe for you to eat. The blue flag iris is a look-alike to the cat nine tail, and it is poisonous. So do not eat it. Like I said, do your own research. Don't rely on me. Don't rely on the rest of the YouTube world. Do your own research. Now, the fluff. Here, let me get a close-up shot of this. The fluff of the cat nine tail can be used to start a fire, but like this, to start a fire, it actually needs a second source. Birch bark or something else, as I'm going to show you in this video, and show you how hard it was for me to try to get this fire lit using basically just this, the fluff from the cat nine tail. It don't work very well. Can you get a fire going with it? Yeah, but it's going to take some effort. And if you're out in a survival situation, don't go for this method unless you absolutely have to. Now, the better way to use this fluff from the cat nine tail is to compact it. Put it in a jar, compact it down, load all kinds of rocks on it, book on it, anything, just to compact it, and leave it there for a few days. Then you remove it, and you make cloth with it, really, in a tin can or whatever. And it's best used in that method. But to use this out in the wild, in a survival situation, you need a second source, such as birch bark, something else, fat wood. Don't rely on this, as you're going to see in this video here I'm going to show you today. Now, the cat nine tail has so many different purposes, things you can do with it. It can be used as a numbing agent. Find the smaller cat nine tails and rip down and take apart a leaf. Rip it away from the stalk. In between the stalk and the leaf, after you ripped it away, there will be a clear gooey mass between the stalk and the leaf. That is the numbing agent. You do not want to get this stuff if it's underwater. Only if you can use it as a numbing agent. I myself wouldn't touch anything that was underwater. It has to be above water. But you can take this stuff, put it directly in your mouth, stop a toothache, so on. Like I said before, do your own research. You can make clothing from the cat nine tail, shoes, sandals. It's a really a very good plant to get to know. It's probably one of your best friends out here. Like the birch bark, like the silver birch. It is definitely a friend out here. Now, here in a minute, I'm gonna get to this fire video, but I have been having a hell of a time this summer. I injured my foot, my left foot, and it still is not 100%. I cannot put on a 50, 60 pound pack and go traipsing around through the woods. I just can't do it. So I'm not going to be able to do any gold panning this summer. I doubt it very much. I can walk pretty good until you get me into the woods when you're doing this, okay? And downhill, foot can't handle it yet. It is getting better, so that's why there hasn't been a lot of videos shot out in the woods. I've made it easier, like doing videos here, than to try to go through the woods. Oh. This ain't any fun. This is no fun. But let's get to this video, and I'll show you what we're talking about. A lot of people think it's a good idea to use this, and it is in a way, but there's a certain way you need to use it, and you actually need a secondary source for your ignition. This will give you, if I put a ferro rod to this, it'll flash over the top, and then to get it going any hotter you have to hold it and blow into it like that, but you will never get real true flame. You can get some heat and you can get it to flash, but to light off even the smallest sticks ain't gonna do it, as I'm gonna show you in the video. Anyway, I hope you enjoy it. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to try it yourself, using the fluff from a cat nine tail, put it in a little ball, get a spark in there, and blow on it. You're still going to have something else, a secondary source around that, and squeeze it together, blowing on it. Because all you're really doing with the cat nine tail fluff is it will create the heat that you'll need to set off something into flame. The cat nine tail fluff does not flame well. With a lot of effort, you can get it hot enough to create a flame with a secondary source. It is really difficult by itself to start a fire. So don't go that route if you have to. You can use that, a cat nine tail, plus a second and a third source together to try to get one going. And it'll take some effort, but you can get one going. I'm not going to try it. It's hot. I think we're going to get dumped on here. I hope so. Maine hasn't had a hell of a lot of rain, and I've been having to water my garden all the time, my community garden, and I just planted some more seeds in our community garden, and make sure you watch that video. I'll be doing another video in a few weeks on the garden itself. Do your research on the cat nine tails, because it's only at certain times during the season that you can eat certain parts of the cat nine tail. The fluff at the top can only be eaten when it's very young, very green, very tight compacted. You can boil them, you can barbecue them. You can eat the parts of the leaves as well, where it's white. You can eat the rhizomes. And you can use the plant in many different fashions. But do your research so that you have self-knowledge. And Alder's down here chewing on sticks. But anyway, we hope you enjoyed the video. Did I get it going? No, I didn't expect to get it going. I mean, it's very hard to get that fluff to create a fire by itself. But a lot of people think that that's a great item to use out here. It's not. You can use it with a secondary source or something, because you don't get the flame from it, from the fluff. You do not get the flame. It flashes over the top of the fluff. Now you can get heat out of it. Once you start blowing on it, it's gonna burn right into the center, and you'll get heat, but you still won't have the flame. So you really do need a secondary source. Anyway, hey, come here. Come over here. Let's say goodbye. This is North and Alder. We are out of here. You guys have a good day, and stay tuned. We'll have another garden video, and I will have another native fire video. I have been looking all over these woods for fatwood. I know I can get it from a live tree. I want to get it from a down tree. So I'm having a heck of a time trying to find it up here. I've been out here quite a few different times this summer already looking for it. But hopefully next native fire video will be about fatwood. Anyway, we'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.